Drake! Drop another diss track, and my life is yours!
Games are a lot of things. They're fun, educational. They help build huge communities. And then there's Half Sword. This game is a lifestyle. The mechanics in this game alone will sink hours and hours and hours of your time into just the sheer carnage that you can bestow with this game. It answers the age-long question for a lot of us: how good would you be at being a medieval knight? For me, that answer is not great. Right? There we go. Bro, what is happening? Oh my God. Oh God. Oh no. Oh God. Oh my. The humanity. But I still want to do it because this shit is fun. So first, we'll get into the basics and physics of this game. This game is extremely physics-based. It does have other subsystems like the health and the injuries you could sustain, and it's pretty much a game of when you were kids and you were fighting with sticks as swords, and somebody hit your arm and said, "Hey, I hit you in the arm. You can't use that arm anymore," and now you're kind of flailing around with just one arm trying to whack them in the head or something, get some early CTE. And that's pretty much what this game is. I mean, it really is that simple and yet that complex, because the kind of systems as far as combat goes in this game, I've never really seen anywhere else. I mean, it is really, really unique, and it does it really, really well. So yeah, you have different guards, so you could flail with one hand, you could grab onto somebody with your other. You control both arms independently from each other. It isn't all, combined with like smooth animations. It is physics-based animations, and it is almost a unbelievable amount of control over the little bipod, which is your knight or peasant or medieval enlisted soldier, whatever it may be. But it is insanely fun to play regardless. There's lots of ways to approach it, and of course, depending on the armor of your opponent or the weapon they have, it's gonna change the way you play the game. So every fight is different, because every single time you have to take into account, okay, what is their range, what's my range, where's the weak spots on them, what's the best way for me to get in here. And on top of all that, you're trying to manage your stamina so you don't put yourself in a bad position where you could get easily taken out, which, trust me, can happen quite a bit in this game. Well, battle. Got my guys, got their guys. There we go. I absolutely love the mechanics of this game. Oh, no. Oh, I thought I was so OP. I thought I was, just goes to show. It ain't the weapon, folks. It's the warrior. The warrior that wields it. As far as the weapons go, there's a plethora of swords, axes, maces, short swords, long swords, great swords, pole arms, I've already said axes, but a lot of different type of axes. It really is an insane variety and an insane amount of depth into how each weapon works, whether it be, some peasant has grabbed a pitchfork, or you're using the the hammer of Thor to knock around your opponents. Oh, we're outnumbered. I got to take one of these guys out quick. Oh, sir. Oh, sir. Please, sir. I was unfamiliar with your game. Nah, get out of here, Squire. Get out of here. Come on. Not in my fiefdom. Not in my fiefdom. Get out of here. Oh, what the hell? Each weapon, no matter what you're using, has such a fun, different play style, and also different dynamic to it, and it takes into account so many different things. As far as the historical aspects of this game goes, as a pseudo history enjoyer. By no means am I some kind of expert, but I really appreciate the level of detail this game has. The armors look amazing, the different types of armor, how they function, the visibility in them, everything. I mean, it is peak. But I love that armor. But I don't know what that's actually called historically. I saw a guy, shout out, I can't properly shout him out because I don't know, but somebody on YouTube built like their own Greenwich armor. And it looked really good. Lots of functionality. It was really well done. You know what? I'm gonna commit now. I'm gonna give that guy a proper shout out because he deserves it. I mean, hopefully his Greenwich armor is a lot more effective than that, but again, it's one of those things. The freaking poleaxe, man, is so powerful. That little spike at the end, the spike on the other end, the axe itself, the range, the defense capabilities. Yeah, man, this is brutal. This game is brutal. Now, I don't really play it a lot in first person. In fact, I don't think I got any footage of playing it in first person, but you can't. There is a first person mode, but I am just way too peasant like to be able to do that to any success. I had to keep it in third person because your boy your boy is not him. All right, I'm not that guy, but literally the fits in this game alone are unbelievable, and they're historically accurate from what I can tell, and also just very well done. It's very clear that a lot of love and passion went into crafting these different armors and different models. As far as the graphics go, I believe it's on Unreal Engine 5. Could be on Unreal. It's on one of the Unreal engines. I'm not sure what it's running on, but it looks great. You can choose the different level of kind of like gore or carnage. I maxed it out. Don't know if that's a great idea for YouTube videos, but you know, I gotta play it to the max, right? So the carnage is completely maxed out in my gameplay, and it shows. Like every little thing you do as far as when you're fighting, the injuries are so clear. They have clear consequence. If you strike somebody in the arm, you might not cut their arm all the way off. That can happen. Man, I'm just trying to get a disarm. Okay, got rid of the shield. Okay, I got a literal disarm. My God. Look at him. Look at him. The poleaxe is just too effective. It's just effective. But you will definitely impede their ability to use that arm with whatever the weapon they're currently using. So sometimes, you know, depending on the level of armor of your target, it is smarter to strike those points because you want to break down their ability to kind of fight you off, right? The carnage and the graphics just kind of add in that extra visual oomph to it. So when you're doing those things, you can pretty quickly identify in a fight, you know, who has the advantage. And I really appreciate it. And finally, just the nuance and chaos of this game. I mean, it is so chaotic in different modes. Obviously, you have the 1v1, right? Which is like kind of a chivalrous, you know, a mano-a-mano type of fight. But there's other modes that you can play, such as Carnage, which is kind of free-for-all. And then there's a small Beaufort, whatever it is, small Beaufort. It's pretty much a team fight, 3-on-3, and it's a lot of fun. That one is a ton of fun. And then finally, there is Brave Stand, which is when you are a fully armored individual and you're taking, it's 1v like 4 or 5 other guys. They're less armored, but they still, because of their numbers, they pose, you know, quite a threat. Also, aside from the free mode stuff, there is the Gauntlet mode, I believe it's called. And in Gauntlet mode, you pretty much have to work your way up through the different classes of the medieval society. So you'll start out as a peasant, then you'll go up to like a slightly armored soldier, up and up and up, all the way to fully armored knight, right? And if you lose in any of these rungs, essentially, you go to this purgatory type place where it's kind of like a sudden death situation. Is this purgatory? I'll take that though. I'll take that though. Look at these loot boxes. Game's not even out there. You have loot boxes. Wait, are both of our weapons wood? Is this a wooden axe? Or is this a metal? I think that's metal, I think. There we go. There we go. Ooh! Okay. Little violent, little violent, little violent. Open that up. What do we got here? Oh, what the hell? Oh, dude. Dude, stop. What a jerk, man. You see me going for the loot box, man. Look at that. If you win it all the way through, you can continue on from where you were. Of course, your points don't carry over, but you'll still stay at that same class structure that you were at before. And if you lose, you have to start all the way over. So there is a bit of a, you know, a fun level to that if you're someone who enjoys kind of like the Mortal Kombat type tournament situations. So definitely something for every kind of fighting game fan in this game, Half Sword. Now's the time where I'm going to talk about the part that hurts me to my soul, right? The part that hurts me the most. And it's that this game is not quite out yet. What I'm showcasing here is the official free-to-play tech demo on Steam, and it is a ton of fun. You can sink hours into it like it's a normal full-fledged official release game, but it is not the full game. It is not the full vision. The team behind this game has said that they plan to release this game Q1 of 2026. So I am so excited. I've been playing this game for a long time, or I guess this demo for a long time. So it really just goes to show that they have something special here. And when it does fully release, man, I am going to be stuck on it. Just trying out all the different maps, trying out if they add anything new. But again, this game, I can't really sing its praises enough. You know, I mean, ideally, my perfect world, right? My perfect world, this game comes out and maybe later on down the line, they drop a multiplayer mode. I don't really know. Obviously, technically, I'm kind of a layman. I don't know the feasibility of that. I don't know how possible that is, but Jesus Christ, if this game was a multiplayer fighter where you could 1v1 your friends online with this kind of physics-based combat, that would be super fun. I'm sure that's really hard to do because of desync and a bunch of like nuanced things, but if it was possible, dude, that would be my perfect game because I just love the kind of the gritty fights, you know, the fights where you're really just kind of, it's not pretty, it's not like, you know, a combo. You see people doing combos and stuff, but it is how really most fights go down. You know, a lot of them go to the ground, a lot of them are just like grapples, and you know, I imagine you throw in the mix of like you know, guys wearing metal plate armor, you know, like that. It's just an insane experience, and I can't recommend it enough. It's out, like I said before, the tech demo is out now on Steam, so you should really give it a try. If you like this video, consider liking it. If you really liked it, consider subscribing for more, and if you didn't like it anyways, or I'm gonna tax my peasants into famine, okay? But thank you so much for your time. I can't wait to talk to you again real soon. I've been Rinsler. Peace.